Hello and welcome to Koshmo, and I am so delighted to hear that the Star Wars Battlefront collection for console is going to have online play. 64 players, possibly heroes and villains. So you have the old classic assault mode, as it's technically called in the Battlefront 2 classic game. And I'm so pumped up for that, as you know. Well, for any game mode, it'd be interesting to see what other game modes there is for it. So, yeah, and to have a classic Battlefront as well. I don't know if that's 64 players online as well. Maybe that'll be fun and just so freaking awesome. But yeah, 64 players online. I'm really looking forward to it. And they're adding, I think, potentially classic Battlefront maps like Bespin, for example, and Renvar on Battlefront 2, which I don't think you would have got before. I'm not too entirely sure, and I am quite disappointed that it's taken 20 odd years that for them to come up with two games together to actually finally have online. So this is what I don't like about this. So yes, it's come on Star Wars Battlefront 1, I think, or Battlefront 2 was on Xbox Game Pass or Xbox One, and you had to pay like, I don't know how much it is, 15 quid, 12 quid something, and still without online. But now, for whatever reason, you get both games as a collection with 64 players online. Yes, 64 players online, potentially for the Battlefront 1 classic game as well. I'm not entirely sure about that, but you can just Google and research it yourself. I'm just basically telling you how excited I am for it, and that does mean that I will probably have to get a games console, because the online servers, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, the online servers will be more stable than the PC version of Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 online, because for years I've had Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 online, playing online for years, and they are very laggy and keep disconnecting from the host all the time. Well, I won't say all the time, most of the time. And you can never really play online with your friends, or so you probably get like a couple of games in with your friends, and then one of us, or eventually all of us, gets lagged out if one of us hosts a game or they host a game or whatever. So that has always been a downfall for the Steam versions of Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 games. So fingers crossed, I am hoping that the console versions will have a much steadier online server entertainment playthrough. And that is the main reason why I'm so pumped up to see it. I mean, yeah, I'm pumped up already because, you've already got Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 without the online for the console versions. But to bring this out after 20 odd years, something like that, I think that was first released, the first Battlefront was released in 2004, so it's 20 odd years, and it's taken them 20 odd years, or less than 20 odd years, whenever the actual console versions of online play was shut down, finally. So yeah, it definitely took less than 20 odd years. But the PC version, should I say, is still running, but it'll be interesting to see if there will be cross-play as well. So along with PC gamers like Steam players, for example, or cross-play with PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. I think I saw something about Nintendo Switch. I have a Nintendo Switch, but I ideally do not want to play on Nintendo Switch. So I'm not really a handheld type of person, but there you go. So I am so pumped up for that. And apparently the graphics are going to be a little bit more modernized, but you've already got mods on Steam that make the game so much better, because you've already got Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 online, but they're laggy as hell for me, and I don't really play online that much with people anymore because of that reason. And 2 is that you get loads of mods, obviously, for the game that makes the games so much better. And 3, you've got mods for like high definition remastered. There's a person, I can't remember the name, who's created Star Wars Battlefront 2 Remastered Edition to make everything, well, as modernised as possible. you know, and then all of a sudden they bring out a 20-year anniversary Star Wars Battlefront collection with multiplayer online and potentially updated graphics from the games that they already sort of ported from the classic consoles onto the modern consoles. So yeah, I'm really pumped up for that. Tell me what you think about this amazing news about the Star Wars Battlefront collection, and tell me what console you'll be getting it on, and tell me also if you think this potentially will be better than the Steam version, and tell me if you've had any issues with the Steam version online in the past and how many times it's lagged you out and all that sort of stuff. So I'm hoping also that the multiplayer version on the console will be level playing field, because the PC version, you can play it with a controller, but you'll get destroyed by people who have got quick reactions on the mouse and keyboard, which I tend to do. So yeah, but we'll see what happens. And I think it's released in March 14th, I think it's March 14th, I couldn't remember when I saw the drop or heard the drop on the news. So yeah, I just wanted to give you this delightful, fantastic news on this channel that I don't actually do, but there you go. So yeah, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and all that mumbo jumbo bollocks, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.